All right, with that being said, that's such a notable note to kick off with there. First of all, let's invite our very newest member, Deb Houston, to have not a 30-second commercial, but I'd like for her to extend it to a minute for her because she's a new member, and I think we'd all like to get to know her a little bit better. So, Deb, introduce yourself and double your time this morning.
Wow, I'm so excited.
Hey, Deb.
Good morning, all. I'm not exactly new. I know most of you in this group, and actually was a member of this group in 2007 until 2010. So I've come full circle and gone back again. For those of you who don't know me, I have a roofing business called Duncan Roofing Concepts, and we do both residential and commercial roof replacement. We do specialize in insurance claims. However, if you have access to property managers that are looking for to replace their income property with a roof, I can deal with both residential and commercial in that as well. I have a product that specializes for commercial and also for those property owners of residential properties. I can visit with you about the cost of what type of roofing might work best for you. That being said, my catch line has been always Deb Houston, Duncan Roofing Concepts. We've got you covered. However, it's good to be back in the group. How am I
Thank
doing?
you.
I'll have 30 seconds left.
No, you're great. Dad, welcome to the group. Thank you for attending. She called me conscientiously this morning to get the link, and so she would have been here last week if I'd have been a little bit quicker on responding to her email request. So next on my Brady Bunch screen here, I've got David Curtis, Bo Bearden, and Mike Hassick. So can we have that as our batting order?
Good afternoon, everybody. David Curtis with Hops HR, your local HR guy. I'm here to help you with all your employee issues, your HR compliance process, policies, payroll, all that fun stuff. If you've been managing your own HR stuff for a while and haven't had anybody come in look at your programs, give me a call. Let's set up a compliance audit. I'll come in, look at all your employee files, all your policies, your handbook, all that fun stuff, and give you a written report and recommendations on what you need to clean up to reduce your risk and liabilities. So David Curtis with Hops HR.
Good afternoon, everyone. Bo Bearden here with Cloud9 Voice, your communications chair. We handle all of your communications need for small to enterprise businesses, whether you're one user or a couple of hundred users. We can handle your communication needs for unified communications, web and video conferencing platform, unlimited local long distance calling, web collaboration, so you can collaborate with all your staff via any device, active fax server, chat and presence. Cloud9 Voice, drop the line and join Cloud9.
Hey guys, Mike Hassett. I'm a business lawyer. My law firm, Jones Hassett, is a full-service business law firm. We can help you. Get out of trouble, but we really like to help you stay out of trouble. What we've been doing a lot lately, we've been dealing with clients that have distinct business operations that we can put into a series LLC to help minimize your risk. What that does is it treats each series like an individual company, so you can put assets in one that aren't affected by liabilities of the other series. So if that sounds like something that you might need, or you know someone that might need that, give me a call. Mike Hassett, Jones Hassett.
Next we have Angie, David from Colors, and Corey Calloway.
Hi everybody, Angie with Digital Corporate Services. Good to see you, Deb. It's been a long time. We're a full service printing company, corporate gifts, apparel, and promotional items. If you are needing any uniforming, please give me a call, or any promotional items coming up or printing. Thanks so much, guys.
Good afternoon. This is David Berg with Colors Professional Floor Care. We clean everything you put your feet on and a whole lot more. A good referral for us is Only Everyone. We're still doing sanitizing, water extractions, vents, dryer vents. The answer is always no unless you ask. So give us a call. Maybe we'll do something else that makes some money. David Berg with Colors Professional Floor Care. Thank y'all so much.
I'm Corey Calloway, Calloway Financial Services, your friendly financial advisor. And if you see Dr. Evil above me, it's because our government's been tossing out trillions of dollars out the window. If you need some help to go over your IRAs, your 401ks, and decide what you should be doing in the future and to reduce your tax liabilities for the rest of your life, please contact me, because we're keeping it evil over here at Calloway. And remember, no business is too small, no check is too large. Before you give away, call Calloway.
Okay, next up we have Rich Froelich, Dick G, and Becky G.
I'm Rich with RF Media, specialize in helping people tell their stories with video, and we're all on video nowadays. We're especially today on a real icy morning. It's good to at least meet with customers in different digital realms, and RF Media can help you create those productions, help you rise above others. So if you want to do that, just get Rich with RF Media.
Good afternoon, Dick Gann with Keller Williams Realty in Arlington. Real estate is being strange right now. The weather's not helping, but we've been showing properties from condos to acreage out in the country. People are thinking right now, trying to make their plans on what they're going to do. And we can help with information on any of those. Dick Gann, Keller Williams Realty.
Hey everybody, it's Becky with River Legacy Foundation, and we help people fall in love with nature. We're still having a wonderful time with our arachnid exhibit. I'm gonna put a post about if you want to come. I will do a special tour for you a week from Tuesday evening. And then also, friends, we're getting ready for our 12th annual clay shoot, and it's going to be out at Defender Outdoors on May 7th. We have 4 coolers. If you want to put some items in our coolers for our cooler raffle, we'd love to talk to you about that. Sponsors, shooters, volunteers. Becky at River Legacy.
Okay, next we have Heather Lee, Sean Reckemeyer, and Joni Wilson.
Hi, everyone. I'm Heather at Southern Flare Photography. The devil right over behind me is my dad, Dwayne. And we are rocking and rolling in a normally slow time of year for us. So we have our Easter sessions that are now booking. So if you have any little ones that want to be photographed, we can book those now. Anyway, Heather, it's Southern Flare Photography.
I think I'm next. Sean Reckemeyer, Elite Health Plans. My internet is being overtaken by several children doing Zoom for school, so I may have to go to my phone here in a minute. But it's normally a slow time for me as well. But we have the new open enrollment that we can thank from the new president coming up here on the 15th next week. So if anybody is dying to get on Obamacare, no pun intended, of course, but we're going to be open for business. So I doubt I'll have many calls for that, but we're getting ready for that. And we also have the no deductible group plans that have been working really well for small companies if you're tired of Blue Cross. Thank you, Sean Reckemeyer, Elite Health Plans.
I'm Joni Wilson at Susser Bank, formerly known as Affiliated Bank, president here of the Arlington location. The Susser family has been involved with us since July of 2018. So we're finally getting around to doing a little rebranding. We're all the same people, so it's just a name change. We've hired staff for our Dallas branch and our San Antonio branch. So we're looking forward to opening those locations and a North Fort Worth location near the Alliance area. So I've been in banking 39 years, helping businesses with their cash flow needs. So if you've got any lending questions or a place you need to park your money, I'm the money lady, Joni Wilson, Susser Bank.
Okay, forgive me if I called on you already. You're jumping around on my screen here, but let's go with Robert, Paul, and Dr. Parvez. And I don't think we say thank you enough for Robert for taking care of our Zoom meetings for us. So,
well, thank you for thanking me, even though for some reason I cannot take back control.
I think I can.
No, I don't really need it. It was kind of weird.
I suppose the host has to give it back.
No, normally it gives me an option to say take it back. Anyway, so I'm Robert with Bit by Bit, and we are spending lots and lots of time on cybersecurity and making companies have better wireless internet. That's a constantly changing things as we're moving people into new areas of businesses. So if your computers are giving you a fit, call Bit by Bit. And also just another plug on the River Legacy. We have multiple events coming up this year, next one being the clay shoot. But if you haven't taken your family to see the spiders, suck it up and go see the spiders because they are really cool.
Hey everyone, Paul Brody Consultant. And the main thing we do is help you share your story. And that's either through helping you with getting a book successfully published and marketed, or by hosting your own virtual summit to position yourself as the Oprah in your industry. And in 2 weeks, I am actually hosting my own summit, the Get Published Summit 2021. Next week, I'll pop a link in the chat. It's free admission. And you guys can kind of check out how Virtual Summit works and how it can position you as the foremost expert. Couple quick plugs. One, Timeless Concerts. They are doing their concert in April, so please consider supporting them. And of course, anything to do with River Legacy. I have arachnophobia, but I'm still going to go check out some spiders because Becky said it was safe, and I trust her completely. Paul Brody of Brody Consulting. We help you share your story.
Okay, it's Dr. Parvez of Arlington Integrative Medical Center. We combine the best of traditional methods and modern technology and knowledge to empower your body to be healthier, using in the most holistic way with less drugs, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, or invasive procedures. So we have IV therapies and naturopathic consultations and massages and sauna and all sorts of things to help you get better, hopefully without any other drugs. Arlington Integrative Medical Center.
Okay, next we have Mike Walkenhorse, Wendy with Advent, and Tom Vance.
Hi everybody, Mike Walkenhorse here, and I guess I'm allowed to say that I just got put back in Texas monthly again in the May issue this year for the 8th year in a row, and that's all about customer service, not volume. So if you know somebody who has a question or wants to know if a refinance or purchase is in their future, I'm always happy to talk to them and help in any way I can. Hope you're all staying warm and safe today. It's icy out there.
Hey, Mike, it sounded like you were at the bottom of the well with baby Jessica there. So maybe put some of your information in the chat box there because it was very garbled. Okay.
Okay, I'll do it. Thank you.
Next, we have Wendy with Advent.
Hello?
You.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yes,
okay. No, I was just
perfectly.
wondering. Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Wendy with Advent Trinity. We specialize in helping businesses with web design, SEO, and social media marketing. One of the ways we do this is with our free webinar. Our next webinar is going to be 10 steps to double your sales in 2021. So if you'd like to join, it's on February 17th, and I'll put the information in the chat. Thank you.
Tom Vance.
Thank you, Scott. Tom Vance with Advanced Senior Options. We help get your Medicare all straightened out. There are some special election periods going on now, so we can actually help people through April 30th if they hadn't made a decision during AEP. We're also in a hiring mode. If you don't have your insurance license, you're interested in a career change, I'm doing classes on the weekends and also on during the week. So if you're interested in a new job or a new career, part-time or full-time, Advanced Senior Options, happy to help you. We're your Medicare specialists. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Did I miss anybody on the call? I think I got everybody. And I'm the long form presenter today, so I'm not going to take a commercial for Schoolie Mitchell. I'll just say that I fully support River Legacy. Many of you probably don't know, but my wife's been a teacher there since before they even opened the place. Her and Becky were some of the original employees up there. And so I support them, and I do want to get in on the arachnid visit next Tuesday. If you just jot my name down, Becky, okay? So, any thank yous to extend?
I got a couple. Oh, Becky, thank you for putting me down to go back on Tuesday so I can see it once again. Would love to go tour it with everyone. Let's see, on the list, Dick Gann, thank you for selling my property. Waiting for the laugh there. As soon as you possibly can. But thank you for all the help and advice and direction that you've given. Also, those of you who heard Mike Hassett has represented me in some stuff, thank you so much for giving me the direction there. And I am sure that I'm forgetting someone in there, but if I've missed you, I apologize.
I'd like to say thank you to Tom Vance. Tom, thanks for the business. Tom and his company just added Cloud9 Voice to Advanced Senior Options. Thanks, Tom.
Well, you did my thank you for you. I was going to thank you we actually did some transfers yesterday, and working from home, we're actually able to answer the phone from the office here at the house too. So it's good to have a good phone system. Thank you.
So I've got a thank you for Sam. I know he's given his great presentation today, but he actually gave our presentation on Tuesday at the Arlington Highlands Rotary Club, and we loved it. So Sam, thank you. Dr. Parvez, thank you for being an amazing client. You are steps ahead in regards to your summit and everything. So just thank you for all the hard work you're putting in. You are the ideal client. And thank you, Joni Wilson, for always being awesome with the banking questions. And to Robert and Becky for everything you guys do for River Legacy, and for Sam as well.
I also like to thank Tom Vance, who has given me a referral here in the last 2 weeks. I don't know if I got a chance to last week. Sorry to cut you off.
So am I seeing in the chat box it's Rich's birthday? You don't look a day over 30.
Yes, yesterday was my birthday.
Oh, well, happy belated birthday for you. Anybody else with thank yous before we go on to chamber announcements?
I do.
Yes, Corey.
Okay, thank you to Lydia Zamora, Brian Costa, Ruben Duarte for setting up accounts with me. And thank you for Rich Frolick helping me with my presentation last week. Appreciate it.
Also wanted to say thank you to Robert Blake for some Zoom technical support. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Anytime.
I'm sorry, did I cut somebody off?
Yeah, I'll send a thank you to Justin Pegrass, CPA. He's helping us get our taxes and change the way our company's structured. So he's making it so I get to keep more of my money.
Well, as far as the chamber announcements are, we had an ambassadors meeting earlier this week with all the ambassadors and Henry, and they're having a Tarrant County at the Capitol virtually this month. It's going to be on the 23rd and 24th. I don't have the information about how do you get on that with Zoom, but you could get a hold of the chamber and figure that out. Also on the chamber website, there's an Inspired Women's Luncheon on March the 6th. There's a State of the City, March the 11th. There's State of the County, April 1st. And I don't know what that tells us if we have a state of the county on April Fool's Day, but you just got to insert your own joke there. The meet and greet with all the new members from the previous quarter is going to be on March 1st at 5 p.m. So go to the chamber website if you need more details, Zoom locations. These are all virtual meetings. And so attend them if you can. That meet and greet with the new members is actually a good event. I know some of the ambassadors have been on that. I think you've been on it, Heather, and I think Corey and Robert have been on it also. It's a good event to introduce yourself to the new members since we're not doing ribbon cuttings these days. So any more comments before we go on into our long form presentation? I'm not seeing a whole lot, so let me just run a video for you. Well, as I mentioned, I'm Sam Elliott with Schooley Mitchell of Arlington. I own the franchise here, and we help our clients now in 5 different ways. Those of you that have known me for 4 years or so, we started out in telecommunications, then we added credit card processing. The third application was small package shipping. And the fourth we introduced last year, which was waste cost management. And this year, just last month, we introduced utilities. So our model is that we take your existing spend for those categories, and we compare that to other clients that we have. We have 22,000 clients in North America, and with each client we collect about 5 to 10 data points, and there we can figure out whether a client in Arlington, Texas is paying more than a client in Arlington, Virginia. So if you'll bear with me for a second, I'll share with you the Schooley Mitchell video. Oh no, I'm not seeing it.
Or you need music.
I'm sorry? Let me see if I can get it off this this thumb drive. Well, maybe not. I'll just take you to. Okay, sorry about the technical difficulty here. Here it is. Okay.
Let's say this is you. Maybe you're in charge of the department that manages that company's finances, or you're in charge of an IT team that does important stuff. Either way, you're busy, really busy. I bet you'd like to have more time to get stuff done and more capital to spend on things that matter to you. Whether you need more time or more money, Schooley Mitchell can help. Since 1998, we've helped over 20,000 businesses save an average of 28% on their various business expenses, including areas such as telecom, merchant services, shipping, and waste. When combined, these services often represent 15 to 20% of a business's expenses. And most companies have several vendors they have to manage, making things complicated. Schooley Mitchell can act as a single point of contact to manage all these relationships so you can focus on what you do best. And we do it with complete objectivity. We have no ties to any of the vendors or processors. In fact, 80% of the time, our recommendations entail no supplier change. So how do we save people that much money? Let me show you how. We have a database of over 20,000 clients' pricing because we're the ones who put those deals together. So whether you have 100 lines with AT&T or 5 bins with Waste Management or 10 shipments per day with FedEx, we know what you should be paying for it. Our service is truly an everybody wins situation. If we can save you money, our compensation is a percentage of your savings. The rest goes to you. If we can't save you money, you just received a free independent audit of your services. Simple, huh? You just save time and money with no risk. Schooley Mitchell just made life easier.
Okay, so did everybody, I didn't hear any thumbs up as far as hearing the volume, but I guess nobody shouted out. Everybody could hear fine, right? So most of you have seen that video before, and the real difference that they haven't had a chance to edit it in is that we haven't done our utility add-in to that. But before I go into some case studies, does anybody have any questions about how Schooley Mitchell does their business?
I have a question.
Yes, Dr. Pervez.
Is it that you guys, you don't provide the services yourself, but you contract through those other companies, and because you're doing kind of like a volume based, you're able to get a better rate, and then
Actually,
you kind of manage the other services, all 3 or 4 services for the business, or how does that work?
that's an excellent question, and that's part, they don't deal with it as straightforward as they should have on the video there. But we do not accept any compensation from any of the vendors we work with, because we feel like that would jeopardize our independence. And therefore, our only compensation is the savings that we generate for our clients. So, for example, we don't go to AT&T and tell them, okay, we're going to switch all these people to Spectrum if you'll give us a 10 or 20% commission. Our strictly, it's a win-win situation with us and our clients. So we're completely independent. And we hear that all the time, Dr. Parvez. I'll be negotiating with a Spectrum, for example, and they'll say, are you on our approved agents list, where you get paid a percentage for bringing a client there. And that's absolutely in violation of our relationship with our clientele. Is that
Thank you.
clear?
Yeah, that helps. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions before I go on into a couple of case studies? One of my favorite case studies is for our favorite financial advisor, who's now posing with a character there, but Corey signed on with us about 3 years ago, and when it was all said and done, we were able to save him over $500 per month on his telephone and data bills. So that in the 3-year period of our agreement, Corey's office was able to save over $7,000, and it was relatively painless, was it not, Mr. Calloway?
Very painless. I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, he called me this morning on a telecommunications matter.
I appreciate you looking into that too.
Yeah, that was completely unrelated. But the point of the matter is, we got him from a provider that was really charging him a premium. We got him to another provider, and then 2 years into the agreement, I realized that he had more capacity than he needed, and we lowered his bill once again. And that's part of the thing that's less understood about us, is we don't just do a one and done analysis. We actually analyze our clients' billing on a quarterly basis, provide them a detailed quarterly post audit, which details how we save them money and how much we save them on that. A second case is something near and dear to this group here, is that there is a manufacturing company over in Great Southwest, which they actually had one of their people visit us a couple times this past year. Remember the guys from ACP that were wearing the shields when the shields were there? Well, I went in there and found that they were paying too much for their telecom stuff. And because sometimes it's difficult to extract yourself from a contract, we had to wait till the contract was over. We got a one of our contractors to build out a fiber to their building, and subsequently they've saved over 22,000 in the past 3 years. And we did a good job. Yeah, we did a good job for them. And so we proved our concept on the telephone stuff. So we took that to them being a small package shipper. They ship over between 300 and 400 small packages per month. And we were able to save them another $3,000 every 2 months on their shipping, just by making some recommendations and getting them lower pricing from the carriers. And the beauty of the situation is that nobody really lost. They still do small package shipping with UPS and Federal Express. Just we optimized their mix, and we've saved them about 10% on that. So that's good. And that's a phenomenon we see with a lot of our clients, is that first we'll sell them one service, and once we've proven the concept that we can implement them and save them money and make it non-intrusive, then they'll give us a second service. And that's the last test. The last case study I'd like to share with you is that there's a flag and banner manufacturer in downtown Fort Worth who moved, and when it was time for them to move, they said, okay, these are old telephones, maybe it makes sense for us to change that. And Bo, I'm sorry I didn't know you at that time, but we figured that was the opportunity for us to get them new voice over IP phones. And because they were signing a new contract with another provider, they gave them highly discounted phones. So the phones came in at about 50% of the cost they would have bought them on a retail basis. So we managed to get them on there. We managed to save them $200 or $300 per month. And then after a period of time too, they said, okay, the system works for telecommunications. We're getting better data cost, higher data rates. And so we'll let you take a look at our small package shipping. And as it turns out, we couldn't save them anything on the small package shipping, but we were able to save them a couple $1,000s a month on their credit card processing. So that first application turned into a second application, and that was a win-win situation. They're still a client of ours. So I think the moral of the Schooley Mitchell story is that we don't do business unless it's a win-win proposition. We take your bills, we take about 4 to 6 weeks to analyze them, and then we come back with what we call a value proposition and a value report. Once you sign off on that report, we go into the implementation phase, and then once we start generating savings for you, then we start the billing for you. So until you're saving money, we don't demand any compensation for that. So as the cartoon says, even if we can't find any savings for you, and that's interesting, we did an analysis for Angie and those guys over there at Digital, and as it turns out, their UPS bill was the best it could be. We couldn't even optimize it. And so I was talking to the people over there. They can honestly say to their clients that they have a third-party independent company audit them and figure out they are getting the best rates in the business. So when they charge freight on their packages, they can tell their clients, this is the best rate out there. We've had it independently audited. So any comments or anything on before we go on to our organized team activities? Any questions for me regarding Schooley Mitchell? Yes, Miss Giroux.
Well, that middle client that you discussed are two of my companies, and we really appreciate it. And Sam and Schooley Mitchell, super easy to work with, and saving money every month is awesome.
Yeah, and another one that will make you feel good, Becky, is that I've been doing it for our church for the past 4 years, and since I am a proprietor, I haven't billed them for the past year because we all know how tough nonprofits are having it these days, and I don't have to pay Schooley Mitchell if I don't bill them. So once things turn around, I'll go back to business as usual. But it's nice to be the guy that can make that decision. So and just so you know, the model works for nonprofits too. So if you guys have a church or a nonprofit, and we can take a look at that too, because it works in all ways. And Deb, we did credit card processing for another one of Arlington's roofers there. So we found some savings for them. I know after a big hailstorm, you might be processing more credit cards than usual there. But any questions or comments before we go into our organized team activities? Come on. Well, I did an analysis for Rich there, and we just hadn't done anything on the implementation side yet. We still have some work to do there. So any questions? Okay, let's see if we can. Let's see. Robert, are you still with us? Because I'm not seeing.
His icon's there.
Yeah.
I think he got a phone call.
I'm not seeing breakout rooms. Oh, here we go. Before we go off into our breakout rooms,